Hello, it's WAISWA Anthony, just presenting as group 2, though I did it personally. Now, speaking of judgment, it's principle for judgment. A software engineer has to have a principle of judging. He should judge something basing on the ethics, basing on what he was told to do, not to judge things as the way he likes it or as the way the customer might like it, but ethically, if things are right, let him say it's right. If they are wrong, he should say it's wrong. He shouldn't say wrong when it's right or right when it's wrong. And basically, that's how a software engineer should judge things based on the principles he's supposed to follow. Point 1, as you see that, temper all technical judgments by need to support and maintain human values. Temper all technical judgments by the need to support and maintain human values. A software engineer has to temper all his judgments, not only basing on his religional effects, not his personal needs, not whatever he thinks, but he should judge something and decide to do something that is really going to be constructive to the society and not harm anybody. That's it. If you can't harm anyone in the society, then your decision has been a good decision. Software engineer should have that principle of deciding to value others or to favor others in general. To me, that's my understanding of that. My point 2 is maintain professional objectivity with respect to any software or related document they are asked to evaluate. Maintain professional objectivity with respect to any software or related documents they are asked to evaluate. Just in case a software professional or a software engineer is asked to evaluate any document or anything related to that, he should evaluate them and give a judgment of whether these documents or related things are right or wrong, basing on the principles, the well-laid principles on how these documents should be stated down. If the document is missing some major fields, obviously the judgment should be negative. The document has almost everything there, whatever is vital, then this document should be judged by that professional engineer as positive. Okay. My third point is not engaging in deceptive finance practices such as bribery, double billing, or other improper financial practices. I repeat, not engage in deceptive financial practices such as bribery, double billing, or other improper practices. If you are a software engineer and you're to make any judgment or anything to decide on what to do, you shouldn't be affected by the external environment. Let someone not persuade you to say yes when you're meant to say no. Let someone not persuade you to say no when you're meant to say yes. Bribery is something that can make one go astray or make wrong decisions. Just make decisions according to whoever wants to hear it as that. Software engineer has to make a decision without being affected by anything, no bribe, no persuasions, but only based on principles. Disclose all concerned parties. Disclose to all concerned parties those conflicts of interest that cannot reasonably be avoided or escaped. Disclose to all concerned parties those conflicts of interest that cannot reasonably be avoided or escaped. Just in case a software engineer is building up a system or anything related to a system, he is ethically advised to disclose those problems that he really feels won't be escaped as the system is being built. For instance, if we are building a flat, you have to let your customers know that the foundation has to be of a certain inch at minimum, and that you can't escape it. The foundation has to be made. So likewise, when you're doing a software and you realize some stages or some effects have to face the system and they can't be escaped, then let them be known by your clients. Ethically, that is a principle a software should also follow. Finally, refuse to participate as members or advisors in a private, governmental or professional body concerned with software related issues in which they, their employers or their clients have undisclosed potential conflicts of interest. That's the point. Refuse to participate as member or advisors in a private, governmental or professional body concerned with software related issues in which they, their employers or their clients have undisclosed potential conflicts of interest. If you're a software engineer and you follow the principles, you should at least avoid being in organizations or the small bodies that intend to hide away some things that might seem to be essential as you're doing your professional software jobs. You might need to disclose something, but because the organization you're in doesn't want you to disclose that weakness, it will tell you, let's not do that. But it would affect your judgment. For instance, you're building up a system and you needed to disclose all the data you use in your system, and you decide that a certain particular data has not to be disclosed yet. If it's disclosed, maybe it would be of help during the build of the system, or it would be of help during the judgment. And you may not disclose maybe your financial information just because you want to dodge taxes or you want to dodge some kind of impact from the society. Joining these groups and organizations that have selfish targets could affect the judgment of a software engineer. So he who is planning to be a good software engineer should at least avoid such instances. That has been my presentation for today. So WAISWA Anthony.